What is up, guys? Pinky49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And yes, we're at the mall again. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I wish I had more diversity for you guys on this channel, but as you guys know, I've been obsessed. I've been obsessed with meeting this deadline that I've set for myself. You know, guys, the only reason I set the deadline is because I work best under pressure. My whole life. In school, if there was an assignment due, I would wait till the last day to do it. Every single time. Because if I started it early, I would lose interest. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't put my best foot forward. I just do a nonchalant halfway job. But if the pressure is on and I have to perform or else, that's when I do the best. I don't know why. I'm just good under pressure. Clutch, as they say. I'm clutch. So, I put this pressure on myself so that this mall would get finished fast. I knew it was the only way, guys. It was the only way. So, we're back at the mall. I'm sorry. I know you're sick of it, but what can I do? Okay, what can I do? We're gonna finish this mall, and it's gonna be the coolest. No, I don't want to go in. What I want to work on today is something that I would like to call a secret. So where should we go? Okay, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to go into a secret area, and we're going to build in the secret area. I don't want to show you how to get to the secret area, but I don't mind showing you the secret area. So I'm going to cut the video right here, and we're going to be in a place you've never seen before. Alright, let's go. Alright, guys, we are in a dark secret area. It's like super dark. Okay, so I'm going to get on the juice. I like the juice. I'm not going to tell you how to get up here, but we're up here, and if you have seen the movie that this mall is based off of, then you know where we are. You already know. Welcome, guys, to the Coville Mall. As you guys already know, this mall I've based it off my favorite zombie movie. And in my favorite zombie movie, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to give away any plot points, okay? So I'm not going to say too much right now. But you definitely have to go see this movie. Why wouldn't you? It's the best zombie movie ever. Ever. So, in the movie, without giving away too much, some survivors of the zombie apocalypse find their way to this mall. And it looks like a decent place to hold out for, they were basically waiting for the military to make it okay to come out, basically, because there's zombies everywhere in the movie. And, yeah, they see the mall, and it's got all the supplies they need. It seems abandoned, so they're like, why not, right? So they go into this mall, and they find this, like, semi-secret area. If you guys have seen the movie, you will know how to get up here. I think. Well, sort of. Sort of and not really. Sort of, kinda. Okay, never mind. Sort of, kinda. But, okay, then they had a TV. Okay, they had a little TV. This was the 70s, so they didn't have a big screen. They had a CRT. So basically what they did is they found this upstairs secret area. Oh my goodness, I just said too much. They found this secret area, and which is not so secret anymore. And they took all the They took all of the furniture and stuff that was in the mall. They brought it up here, and they started a new life. They weren't sure how long they would have to stay here, but they knew it would be a long time, so they brought up couches, they brought up TVs, they got all the alcohol bottles from the mall. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what the apocalypse is about. And they just stayed up here for quite some time. I'm not gonna say how long. Like I said, I don't want to give away the movie. Guys, if you haven't seen it, I can't say enough about this movie. Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero version. Oh man. It's the reason I like it so much, guys, is because it doesn't feel like a Hollywood movie. It feels like a camera crew is following around some survivors, is what it feels like. The acting is absolutely superb. Like, none of these actors went on to do anything that I'm aware of, and it's a crying shame because they did such a good job of making you feel like you were with them in the zombie apocalypse. It's not like modern day movies, guys, that are all CGI, special effects, over the top, action sequences and blood and gore everywhere. That's just pandering to people who want to see violence. That wasn't what this movie was. I mean, it had those sort of things. It had a little bit of it, but that was not what the movie was about. The movie was about people and what people do to survive and how people... Oh, great. How people respond to life and death situations. What kind of the social dynamic of being trapped in the zombie apocalypse is super interesting in this movie, and the way that the characters interact. Oh man, if you love movies, this is one of the better ones. It's one of the better ones. If you love zombies, this is the best one. I love it. So I'm doing everything I can to give shout outs to Monroeville Mall, to, not copy it. I'm not copying it. On the internet, you can find the floor plan of the Monroeville Mall, and you'll see the similarities to Coveton Mall, but it's not the same. I really wish I had more space, and maybe I could have even used the floor plan of the Monroeville Mall to model after this mall here. That would have been smart, but I didn't really have that much space. The actual Monroeville Mall is a lot bigger. I think, Plus, it was very 70s. I wanted to give this an updated feel. The Monroeville Mall in Dawn of the Dead is from the 70s, so it's got some weird things. It's got a gun store. You're not going to find a gun store in a mall today, okay? You're just not. Okay, what else can go in here? So that's basically the size of the room. I got all this extra space to play with. I think I'm going to give some... They had some lamps. I'm actually looking at a picture on Google Images. I'm not copying it, but I'm trying to put all the things that are in that room into this room as well. Maybe not in the same place, whereas the bars... Maybe not in the same place, but I'm trying to give the feeling. You know the feelings, guys. Can I borrow a feeling? And this was oh no, the juice. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's rethink that one. Let's get back on the juice. It's really dark in here. I think what I'm going to do is... What I should do is put some lighting. So let's do that. Because I want... Basically, if you find this place... Like that. Oh. I don't want to show... Okay. I'm showing a lot of secrets, guys. Pardon me while I show a lot of secrets. Maybe this is not going to be a secret after all. Maybe I won't put anything up here. This will just be an Easter egg. Okay, maybe there's nothing up here. This is just an Easter egg. I don't know what that was, but it's gone. I don't know what it was, but it's gone. So we don't need the juice so much anymore. At least there's mood lighting. I like the mood lighting. Okay, one in the middle. One for good measure. Okay, how am I going to tell the middle? Okay, that's the middle right there. Okay, and then that's the middle. Yeah, that one. Perfect. Alright, so if I'm off the juice, let's see if this milk works. Let's see the lighting in here. How's the lighting, guys? Not too shabby. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, so let's get back to work. What else can I say about this movie? The acting was phenomenal. The special effects are not good. Okay, it's not that they're not good. At the time, they were revolutionary. I guess. I mean, that's why people love the movie so much. But compared to today's movies, like I said, there's no CGI. Everything was with makeup. The zombies don't look like Walking Dead zombies at all, guys. They actually look... I don't know if it's more realistic or less realistic. Their skin looks almost orange. And I don't know why they look like Oompa Loompas in the movie. They really do. I'm not sure why. It's supposed to be like a mottled color. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the rot hasn't set in. Because it is very early in the zombie apocalypse in this movie. I mean, you see at the beginning of the apocalypse. So, maybe these zombies aren't completely rotted yet. You know what I mean? That's like way too big. Let's do that. They've just brought a lamp. I mean, there's a lamp in there. Okay, there's a lamp. They also had some plants. We'll put some plants in. But, yeah, the zombies look weird. I'll say that. I'll give it that. The zombies don't look right. But you get used to it. You see, oh, okay, that's his idea of zombies. You can't fault the guy because he basically invented the genre of zombies. I know someone in my comment section posted that there's actually a zombie movie before before Night of the Living Dead that I hadn't heard of, so maybe he didn't... I mean, he didn't invent zombies. Zombies have been around since, New Orleans. People were making zombies in NOLA. You know what I'm saying? So zombies wasn't... You can't attribute it to Romero. He didn't invent it, but he invented the movie genre. He really did. Okay, these guys had a lot of food. They had all these cases of food, and they were in boxes. So that's what I'm going to do here. Put a lot of food boxes. I don't know if there's going to be food in here. We'll see. Hopefully, guys, we can get to putting stuff in chests for you guys, you know, before 300. That's what my goal is. I want to have this place completely lootable and scavengeable for episode 300. And I don't know, you know, when this update is going to come, so I don't know if we're going to be able to play on it for a while, but at least it'll be ready to go when we can play on it. 4J Studios, get on your horse, and it's time to ride. It is time to ride. We need that update. I know there's no major game-breaking glitches, at least none that you think are game-breaking, but there are a few game-breaking glitches to me, which is preventing my community from doing any PvP. So yes, there are game-breaking glitches. Just because the survival people don't complain doesn't mean your game's not broken. Okay, that doesn't mean your game's not broken. What can we put over here? What else would they have dragged up here from the mall? Okay, they got a TV. Let me think of mall shops. What are some mall shops down below that they would have taken stuff from? We could put a pile of clothes over here. They didn't, you know, they're not going to bring up dressers, so all their clothes are probably in a pile, right? Wouldn't you imagine? I would imagine. Who's going to carry up furniture in the apocalypse? You're just trying to survive, right? So they got their clothes here. We're going to have a pile of clothes. I like it. You know, if people don't know that they're clothes, it doesn't matter. At least it's color. You know what I'm saying? At least it's color. Let's do that. That's a lot of clothes. Let's take out some clothes. That's a lot of clothes. Okay, there's a good pile, right? That's a good pile. But don't think that I'm just going to stop there, because I don't do it that way, guys. I don't do it that way. Actually, let's put one more right here, because it's too flat. Too flat on the edge. So always mix and match and do this. Do this. You know what I'm saying? Don't be content with just one kind of block. This really helps it look like clothes. So it was wool blocks before. Now it could be clothes. I make sure to put the carpet on the different color. I don't put blue on blue. I put black on blue. You know, it makes it look like clothes that have been strewn about. Don't you think? Don't you think? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. All right. What else? We need some place to loot and scavenge. So let's sprinkle some chests in here a little bit. Like I said, I don't think I can put anything secret in here now. This is going to be run-of-the-mill stuff. I've spoiled it. I've spoiled the whole thing. Not there. Okay. Oh, there's also a bed here, because, yes. Okay, I can't say why there's a bed here. I can't. Because if you haven't seen the movie, it would spoil it. So there's a bed right here. Go watch the movie. I'm tired of saying go watch Dawn of the Dead. Just go do it. There's nothing stopping you. Go. It is awesome. Just because it's on just because it's not on Netflix doesn't mean you can't watch it. There are other ways to watch movies, guys. Don't depend on Netflix for your art, okay? Don't depend on any corporations for art, okay? You're gonna have to seek out your own. Okay, it's starting to look a little. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go this route, guys. You know the route I go. You know the route I go sometimes. Of course. So what we'll do is we'll turn that to this. Turn that to this. There we go. Oh no, what happened here? What happened here? What happened to this guy? I don't know. Okay, so we'll put some blood around a little bit. There were survivors. When you find this place, the survivors are gone. Okay, you don't know where they went. Let's say there's a little bit of dirt because, you know, they had to leave in a hurry, or maybe they didn't leave, maybe they're dead. I don't know. So some dirt around. Uh-oh. So if you find this place, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. All right, that's pretty good for here. I might add a few more things. Maybe they put a picture up because they were inside so much they are longing for nature. So let's put like a nature picture up here. Let's put a nature photo. So for nature, what we would need is some packed ice. Some grass, maybe a little brown. So here's the sky. Alright, here's a mountain. Oh, we already got brown. Okay, wait. Hold up, guys. Wait a minute. I'm going to put some boom in it. There we go. Got some boom in it. Is that a nature photo? It's supposed to be a mountain, but there. Here's a nature photo. There you go. Nature photo. Okay. Yeah. So we'll call that a room. I'm probably going to work on this a little bit more when I can think of some stuff. Maybe a little bit more art here. Oh, wait. These walls are shared. Okay, we can't do that. Oh, let me show you what else we got in here. It's all very empty, but this is all going to get filled with stuff. All going to get filled with stuff that you can loot and scavenge. Oh my, oh my. So I'm going to work on this off camera. We're going to call that an episode. I talked a lot about Dawn of the Dead. And, yes. Let me cut the video again so I can get out of here, and then I will say goodbye. Alright guys, it's coming along. The food court's looking real nice. Am I done up here? I very well could be. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for stuff we can add, I'm always all ears. Oh man, it's almost coming together. It's almost coming together. 300 will be here before we know it, so I'm not going to rest on my laurels. It's time to build. Build. So I'm going to get back to building. I'm going to turn this video off. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it. Get ready for 300, guys. It's going to be a doozy. Alright, guys? So thank you for watching. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.